Hello, and welcome to another episode where I play Marvel Champions, the living card game made by Fantasy Flight Games. And in this episode, we will be playing as Flash Thompson, aka Venom, with an aggression deck against Mysterio on standard with symbiotic strength and his recommended encounter set, Personal Nightmare. And he starts at 15 health. We start at 12. Let's get his main scheme ready. So, Maze of Mirrors has a setup. Put a shifting apparition minion into play, engaged with each player, and then shuffle. So, we're going to go get a shifting apparition. Alright. Shuffle the encounter deck. Alright. This is engaged with us. Alright, let's flip that over. Alright, Maze of Mirrors comes into play with 2 threat on it. Maxes out at 8. Has a force interrupt. When you would draw or discard an encounter card from your deck, deal it to yourself as a face down encounter card, and then draw 1 card. Alright, that comes into play with 2 threat. Mysterio has a forced response. After you resolve a boost card during Mysterio's activation, place that card in your discard pile if it has an illusion trait. Alright, let's draw our cards and then do Flash Thompson's setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we have Lock and Load, a double, Savage Attack, Boom Boom, Angela, and Avengers Mansion. So I think we're definitely going to keep Lock and Load, our double, Savage Attack, possibly Angela, and get rid of Avengers Mansion and Boom Boom right now. Yeah, that way we have an ally. Then we'll draw 2 cards. We have Richter, and we have a counter attack. All right. Now we do his setup, which is discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard a weapon upgrade, then add that card to your hand. All right, so we're going to discard until we get a weapon. All right, we did. We got our gun, and we can begin. So first thing we're going to do is flip up. We're definitely going to just take a damage because Venom has a symbiotic bond resource ability. Take 1 damage, generate a wild resource. So we're going to generate a wild resource. We're going to play our gun. I think we're going to use Richter to play Lock and Load. Comes into play with 2 threat. All right. We are going to thwart 2 off of Lock and Load. 1 from Venom, and then Venom's pistol has a hero interrupt. When you use one of Venom's basic powers, exhaust Venom's pistol, Venom gets +1 to that power for this use. So we're going to thwart for 2, get rid of Lock and Load, remove that from the game, and we are going to search their deck and discard pile for a weapon upgrade that costs 3 or less and put it into play. We're going to go get our multi-gun. There it is. Put that into play. And shuffle our deck. Now the multi-gun has 3 uses. I can exhaust it to deal 2 damage to an enemy, choose a player, deal 1 damage to each minion engaged with that player, or remove 2 threat from a scheme. Alright, got our deck shuffled, put that back. And we still have cards we can play. So I think we're gonna play Angela. We're going to search. She has a forced response because she costs 0. After Angela enters play under your control, search the top 10 cards of the encounter deck. for a minion and put it into play engaged with you. Shuffle the encounter deck. If a minion was not put into play this way, discard Angela. So we're going to go look for the top 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we get to choose a evil doppelganger or an evil doppelganger. I think I'll choose an evil doppelganger. Okay. And then we will shuffle the encounter deck. Now, evil doppelganger has a scheme and attack of 1. Evil doppelganger gets X scheme and X attack, where X is equal to the number of identity-specific cards in the engaged player's hand. They have 5 hit points. So let's see. We have 1 in our hand right now, so technically they would have 2 and 2. What I think I'm going to do is use the multi-gun to do 1 damage to each minion engaged with me. Okay. Which will knock off the shifting apparition. We will not do its when defeated effect. If this minion was defeated with excess damage, the defeating player shuffles the top card of the encounter deck into their deck, which I'm not going to do because I did 1 damage to it, and it has 1 health. Now, what I'll do is use my double to play Savage Attack on the evil doppelganger to knock it out. And we'll hold on to counterattack. Angela is going to do 2 damage to Mysterio, bring him from 15 to 13. And she will take a consequential damage. We will ready up, drop to 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. It is Mysterio's turn. 1 is going to go on the main scheme. Mysterio is going to attack. Let me see. Okay. So Mysterio is going to attack. I'm just going to take it. So it's 1 plus shifting apparition, which is 1. So I'll take 2. So I'll go from 11 down to 9. But I do his forced response. After you resolve the boost icon during Mysterio's activation, place that card in the discard pile of the if it has the illusion trait. It is a shifting apparition, has the illusion trait, so it goes into my discard pile. All right, we're gonna get an encounter card. Weakness from within. When revealed, place 1 additional threat here for each card in my hand. So it is going to come into play with 5 threat. And then it's back to our turn. Okay, so can't play Hercules. Well, we could. There's really no point. So I'm going to use Hercules to play Endurance. Go up by 3, so we'll go up to 12. Our max hit points is 15 now. That's 2, 4. We could get that down to 1. We'll use Dust to play counterattack. Hold on to 1 by 1. I do need to get rid of that. Angela had 1 thwart. Jeez. Okay. So this is the best that we're going to do for now. Yeah, we're going to thwart for 3. Or 2, sorry. 2. Bring it down to 3. And then we're going to remove 2, bring it down to 1. Angela's going to attack Mysterio again for 2. take another damage, and we will ready up. And then drop to 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So right there, I think we're going to just cancel Mysterio's activation. Yeah. So 1 goes on the main scheme, so it's at 4 now. Mysterio is going to attack. We're going to use Mean Swing and 1x1 to play Grasping Tendrils. Or, hold on. Wait. No, we have to. Or we'll use Mean Swing and take a damage. Okay. And with the Wild Resource, we will use it as a physical. We will cancel his attack, and he is stunned. So that gives us a free turn. We get 2 encounter cards this turn because of our weakness from within. So we get 2 encounter cards. First one being Deja Vu, Peril. While you are resolving this card, other players cannot help you. When revealed, choose to either take 1 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. Shuffle Deja Vu into any player's deck. So it's at 4. Let's take a damage. All right, and then we shuffle this into our deck without looking. So you can't see, but I hope you can trust me that I'm looking away. All right. And that's good. Our second encounter card is Deepest Fears. This also has the Peril effect. When revealed, discard cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of cards in your hand. If at least 1 identity specific card was discarded this way, place 1 threat on the main scheme. If no identity specific cards were discarded this way, take 1 damage. So we have... Alright, because I played Grasping Tendril. So we discard 3 cards, and if we get a identity specific card, we either... If we do get an identity specific card, place a threat on the main scheme. If we do not, take a damage. So 1, 2, 3. So no, we take a damage. We go to 9. It is our turn. Well, we're gonna thwart some here. Yeah. So we'll just we'll thwart our main whatever to get this out of here. Not main, side scheme. We will use our multi-gun to remove 2 threat from the main scheme. Angela is going to... Might as well just attack for 2, bring him down to 9. She will knock herself out. We have run and gun, so we'll use these 2 resources and take a damage to play run and gun, readying Venom in each weapon upgrade he controls. So now we are going to do 3 damage to Mysterio, bring him from 9 to 6. And the multi-gun, we're going to clear off the main scheme. All right. I believe we're going to... Yeah, he's stunned. So we're going to ready up, drop to 5. 1, 2, 3. All right, 4. So this goes off. When you draw or discard an encounter card, discard an encounter card from your deck, deal it to yourself as a face down encounter card. All right, and then we draw a card. All right. So we have Face the Past, Bug, a double, a Savage Attack, and 1x1. Okay. So one goes on the main scheme. Mysterio would attack, but he's stunned. We get our 2 encounter cards. One being Deja Vu. We'll put 1 threat on the main scheme, and then we shuffle this into our deck again. Okay. Second one being attached to the villain, gives him an extra boost icon for every time he activates. We have to spend 1 of each resource to get rid of it. All right, it's back to our turn. Let's see. We have Bug, a double, Savage Attack, and 1x1. I think I'm going to use a double to play Savage Attack. Deal 5 damage. 5 damage to an enemy. If this was energy only on gains overkill, but we don't care about that. So he's going to go from 6 to 1. We are going to we're going to attack for 2, transition him to stage 2. All right, stage 2, he comes back with 17 hit points. And he has a when revealed effect. In player order, shuffle the top card of the encounter deck into each player's deck. So top of the encounter deck, and we'll shuffle that. All right, and he has a scheme of 2 and a attack of 2. All right, that's shuffled. Now he has 17 hit points. Have Face the Past. Might as well. So we're going to play Face the Past. We go get all of our Nemesis cards, except the main scheme or side scheme. We put them into play. Venom has 4 Nemesis. It is all in range symbiotes. They have guard and patrol. But Face the Past says search the encounter deck, discard pile, and set aside area for your Nemesis minion and reveal it. Ready your hero and draw 3 cards. You cannot attack the villain this phase. Remove this from the game. So remove that from the game. We're going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, all right. So we're going to get rid of them all, at least. So we're going to use the multi-gun to deal 1 damage to each minion engaged with us. Okay. Then what we're going to do is use a double and 1x1 to play run and gun. Well, before we do that, hold on, because we want to thwart. Sorry. So yeah, let's thwart for 2, clear off the main scheme, get max efficiency out of this card. Then use our double 1x1 to play run and gun, which readies Venom and each weapon upgrade he controls. So we'll ready everything up. Then we'll do 1 damage to each minion engaged with us, knocking each of the in-range symbiotes out of play. And then we'll use Bug to play our other pistol. And then I think this is a good time to flip down and recover. So we'll go from 8 back up to 12. We'll ready up. Drop to 6. 1, 2. Oh, okay. We deal this to ourselves as a face down encounter card. Draw a card. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. 1 goes on the main scheme. Mysterio is going to scheme for 2 plus 1. So 3 because of his extra boost. This does not go to our deck because it isn't a illusion. Then we get 2 encounter cards, which is first one is attached to Mysterio. It is his Masterful Mirage. Force Interrupt. When you would deal any amount of damage to Mysterio, discard the top 4 cards of your deck, and then discard this card. All right. Second one is the Villain Schemes for 2 plus 1 and plus his extra. So that's 4, which will pop his main scheme. All right. So then it goes to Edge of Reality. In player order, shuffle the top 2 cards of the encounter deck into each player's deck. All right. Let me flip it over. And then it has a maximum of 9. Comes into play with 3. And it has a Force Interrupt. When you would draw or discard an encounter card from your hand, deal it to yourself as a face down encounter card and draw a card. So same thing as the first one. We need to shuffle our deck. All right. Okay. And then it is back to our turn. All right. Actually, no. It doesn't matter. It would have out schemed it because the enraged symbiote should have schemed after Mysterio did, but it would have still ended up here. Comes into play with 3 threat. Okay, it's back to our turn. I don't need to recover anymore. I don't think. We have behind enemy lines. Let's flip up. We have to get rid of the arranged symbiote first, which we can just do that with our multi-gun. Uh, okay. We have a running gun. So I think what our best chance is to do is just attack him or thwart 3. Let's thwart 3 off. Clear that, make sure that we're safe for now. Then what we'll do is, well, let's leave 1. Let's leave 1 on. We'll leave 1 on because we can play Mean Swing. Oh, wait, no, that's a basic attack. Crap. We'll use Mean Swing to play 1 by 1 to deal 2 damage to Mysterio, which will trigger his Masterful Mirage. Deal any amount of damage to Mysterio, discard the top 4 cards of your deck instead. Discard this card. So we're going to discard the top 4, 1 being this. This goes into play as an extra encounter card. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we discard this. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is use these 3 to play one run and gun. Ready Venom in each weapon. Or those two and a damage. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, then we're going to attack Mysterio for 2, 3, 4. Bring him from 17 down to 13. We're going to deal 2 damage to him with the multi-gun. Bring him down from 13 to 11. And we'll ready up. Okay. Drop to 6 or 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we get all of our minion cards. All right. One goes on the main. Mysterio is going to attack for 2. We're just going to take it. So it's 2 plus 3 plus his extra, which is 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to do 6 damage to us. We're going to go from 11 down to 5. We are going to, in response, after you take any amount of damage, discard counterattack, deal an equal amount of damage to the enemy. So we're going to do 6 damage to Mysterio. So he's going to go from 11 down to 5. Yeah, down to 5. There we go. All right. Is that a guy illusion? It does. So this gets shuffled into our deck. Or no, gets put into our discard pile. Wait, oh no, this one's different. His is different. After you resolve the boost during Mysterio's activation, place that card on the bottom of your deck if it has the illusion trait. Okay, so it doesn't go to a discard, it goes to the bottom. Okay. Counter cards. All right, first one is attached to the villain. After the villain attacks, any amount of damage that after an attached villain attack takes any amount of damage from an attack, give attached villain 1 face down boost card. If that attack dealt 3 or more damage to the villain, discard this card. Second one is he is going to attack us. So we are going to defend for 4. He's going to hit for 2 plus 1 plus 2. So 2, 4, 5. We are going to take 1 damage. This does not have the illusion trait, so it does not go to the bottom. It is now our turn. What can we do? Not a whole lot. We can do 2 damage to him. Which I think I'm going to have to do. 4, 3, 4, 5. So we have a bunch of cards in here that are his. So if I don't play any cards right now, and I ready up, he's definitely going to hit me again. And we're going to get an extra boost. I have to do 5 damage to him. So what I'm going to hope is I'm not going to attack him this turn. I'm just going to flip down. Oh, before I flip down, I'm going to remove 2 threat from the main scheme. Yeah. So I'm going to flip down. I'm going to ready up. I'm going to draw 1 card. Gets placed as a face down encounter card. We draw a card, which is superpowered training. Okay. 1 goes on the main scheme. He's going to scheme for 2 plus nothing, but because of an extra, he gets 1, so he schemes for 3. That does not have illusion. We get 2 encounter cards. First one being Deja Vu. We place a threat on the main scheme. goes up to 5. This gets shuffled into our deck. Okay. Second one being, all right. Reveal your set aside Nemesis minion and put it into play. Engage with you. Uh, so we do as much as the card says. We have to reveal our set aside Nemesis minion and put it into play, which we can't because it's not in a set aside area. So then we reveal the set aside Nemesis side scheme, put it into play, and we shuffle the rest of the cards into the deck, which there are none. Uh, if your Nemesis minion does not enter the game this way, this card gains Surge. So we are going to have to Surge this because the minion did not enter play this way. The side scheme comes into play with 2 threat. All right, so we do have to Surge. So we do have to have another encounter card. So, all right, let's see. It is an enraged symbiote. Okay, with Guard and Patrol. All right, it's our turn. We are going to play Bring It. Oh, we don't want to do that. Ooh. Oh no. So we have to get rid of him. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's think here. I'm going to get an extra encounter card for this. I'm going to get an extra encounter card, 2 encounter cards here. Let's flip up. I'm going to clear this. Get this out of here. Just 5 damage. That's all we have to do. 5 damage. Okay. Oh, we can't. Well, this isn't technically a thwart. It's just removing. So I believe it does bypass Patrol and Guard. But we can't do this anyway. Yeah, because threat cannot be removed here while a enraged symbiote is in play. So we can't do that. We'd have to take out him first, then do that. Now, how many cards do I have in my hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd have to discard down. All right. So we're gonna leave it the way we are. We're gonna ready up, discard down. We're gonna discard bring it. So we have 5 cards in our hand. We're not gonna draw any cards. 1 goes on the main scheme. He's going to attack. We're going to defend for 4. So that's 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5. We take 1 damage. We get 1 encounter card, which is the villain attacks us. All right, so the villain's going to attack us. We can't defend. So it's 2 plus nothing plus 1. which is exactly enough to take us out, which is 3. We don't have any response. No, we don't. Well, crap. All right. Well, that was really close. I'm going to reset real quick and we'll play again. Oops. Get these out of here. Put those back. Get our nemesis out. Plus that. That. Clear this. Go back up to 12. Nope. Mysterio back on his stage 1. Put those over. Let's shuffle our deck. I think I just needed to be a little. Oh, there's still an. That needs to get out of there. Just a little bit more aggressive. Okay. All right, that's ready. He has 15 health. Yes. Okay. We'll get a shifting apparition. Shuffle the encounter deck. All right. Into play. Flip over. Comes into play with 2. And we are ready. Okay. Do flashes. Set up 3, 4, 5, 6. And what do we want? What do we don't want? I don't think I want this. I don't think I want this entire hand right now. Maybe the boot camp. I'll keep Richter and our run and gun. I'll discard these 3 for now. Or do we keep... let's keep behind the enemy lines. Discard those 2. There we go. Grasping Tendrils and Endurance. Alright. So, we really didn't need Endurance, so I'm going to put a kibosh that. We're going to hold on to Grasping Tendrils, so we're going to pretend that's not in our hand right now. Will you... Oh, wait. We have to discard, sorry. Got ahead of myself. Discard till we get to a weapon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright, there we go. There's a gun. Okay. We're going to ready up. 10 Grasping Tendrils isn't even in her hand right now. I think we want to play Richter. So I'm going to use behind enemy lines, run and gun, and take a damage to play Richter, which is an X-Force character with 3 health, 2 attack, and 1 thwart. After Richter attacks, discard the top card of your deck. Deal 1 damage to each minion engaged with you for each resource on the discarded card. Okay. So we're going to attack Mysterio for 2. Bring him down to 13. We're going to discard the top card of our deck, which is Face the Past. Deal 1 damage to each minion. minion doesn't activate because we didn't do excess damage. Richter is going to take a consequential. We're going to hold on to boot camp also. We're going to use endurance to play our gun. And then we're going to use our thwart with our gun to clear off the main scheme. We're going to ready up. Drop to 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So one's going to go on the main scheme. We got 2 side schemes here. We got build support and superpower training. I want to keep superpower training. I'll get rid of build support and enhanced physique to play grasping tendrils. Or actually, hold on, because I can take a damage here. Yeah. So we'll use enhanced physique, take a damage, and use the wild resource as a physical to cancel his effect or his activation and then stun him. Because we can do his symbiotic bond once per phase. So we can do it on our phase, the hero phase, and the villain phase. All right, so he's stunned. He doesn't activate. Encounter card is our obligation. All right. You may flip to alter ego, choose to either exhaust Flash Thompson, take 2 damage, discard this obligation, or put 1 set aside copy of Entangled Symbiote into play, engage with the first player. If you cannot, this card gains surge, discard this obligation. We're going to put 1 engaged symbiote into play. All right, it's our turn. We're going to use build support to play superpower training. Comes into play with 3 threat. We are then going to thwart for 2, and Richter's going to thwart for 1 off of superpower training. We'll remove that from the game. We're going to go get a identity specific upgrade and put it into play. Yep. We're going to go get the multi-gun. Put it into play. All right. Multi-gun is in play. Boot combat training is still in our hand. We're going to use the multi-gun to get rid of the symbiote. We'll ready up. Drop to 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Got lock and load. 1 goes on the main scheme. Mysterio would attack, but he is stunned. And counter card is a shifting apparition. Okay. So it's back to our turn. We're going to take a damage. Go to 9. We're going to play lock and load. Comes into play with 2 threat. Richter is going to attack Mysterio. Oh, it has guard. Oh, so we couldn't have done that at the beginning. Well, I'll go forward from there. That was a mistake on my fault. Crap. So that has guard. So I can't do that. I'll use the multi-gun to deal 1 damage. All right. Richter will attack for 2. Bring him down to 11. Knock himself out. Did not read that they had guard. That is unfortunate. We'll use Avengers Mansion and 1x1 to play combat training. We will thwart 2 off of lock and load. Remove that from the game and go get our other pistol. I don't think it's in the discard pile. No, it's not. Okay. So we'll go get our other pistol, put it into play. Okay. Shuffle the deck. All right, we're pretty set up for damage now. So we're ready up. Drop to 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One goes on the main scheme. Mysterio is going to attack. We'll just take it. So it's 1 plus 2. So he hits us for 3, which is going to be 6. Force response doesn't happen because it does not have the illusion trait. The counter card is an enraged symbiote. All right, it's our turn. I'm going to use Fusillade to play 1 by 1. We're going to do 2 damage to the enraged symbiote. And then it says deal 2 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats that enemy, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So we're going to do 2 damage to Mysterio. We're going to remove 2 threat from the main scheme with the multi-gun. We are going to attack Mysterio for 2 plus 1. Then we're going to play Mean Swing for 0. When your hero makes a basic attack, exhaust a weapon upgrade you control. This that hero gets plus 3 attack. So we're going to exhaust our pistol for plus 3. So it's 2, 3, 6. So we're doing 6 damage to Mysterio, bringing him from 9 down to 3. Plus 1 from combat training. Forgot about that. And then I will use run and gun to play counterattack. Okay. We'll ready up. Drop to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1 goes on the main. Mysterio is going to attack. We're going to take it again. So it's 1 plus boost. If this activation is an attack card, gets plus 2 for this attack. So it's 3. He attacks for 3. 2, 3. Does not have illusion, and counter card is the villain attacks us. All right, we're going to defend for 4. So 1 plus we reveal, put 1 on the main scheme, shuffle this into our deck. So he's only attacking for 1. We defend, no problem. It's back to our turn. We didn't take any damage, so well, hold on. We did take damage from that first one. That's fine. We'll do it again. Okay. I'm getting too ahead of myself when I'm playing the turns. Well, we're just going to deal 2 damage to Mysterio. Knock him to his next stage. Shuffle the top card of the counter deck into each player's deck. Okay. So he's got 17 hit points. Okay. 17. Okay. And we already did the encounter one. All right. definitely think I need to I'm going to use these 3 to play run and gun. Ready everything. Now, I believe we're going to use the multi-gun to remove 2. We're going to flip down and recover 4, go up to 7. And then that'll be that. All right. We'll draw up to 6. 1, 2, 3. So that's 3. This gets placed as an encounter card. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Well, we can probably do enough damage to him if he doesn't kill us first. Or, well, he won't win this turn, but definitely going to be close. So first 1 goes on the main. He's going to scheme for 2 plus 2. So that's 4. That does not have illusion. So he goes 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's at 6. We get 3 encounter cards. First one being, all right, discard top number of cards in my hand, which is 6. At least 1 identity it is. So place 1 threat on the main scheme. We get another encounter card because we decked out. We don't continue to discard because the deck ran out. So that effect kind of fizzles afterward. All right, so we'll shuffle up our deck. Continue on. Second one is that. We'll take a damage. Yeah, we'll take a damage. This goes into our deck. I'll finish this first. Villain schemes for 2 plus 1 is 3. That's going to pop that. All right. When revealed, shuffle the top 2 cards in the encounter deck into each player's deck. All right. And then comes into play with 3 threat. All right. Does not have the illusion trait. Third and final is we'll place 1 threat. And then this goes on. So I'll move these into different parts of the deck and then shuffle. All right. All right, looking away. All right. So it's our turn. How much damage do we got here? We have 2 doubles. Don't care about those. Flip up. We're going to use a double to exhaust a pistol. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. Bring him from 17 down to 12. We'll use this double and enhanced awareness to play dust. She's just going to attack for 1. Take a damage. Venom is going to attack for 2, 3, 4. Bring him down to 7. And then we're going to remove 2 off of the main scheme. with the multi-gun. We're just gonna play it safe there with that. So we're gonna ready up. We're not gonna take this hit because he's gonna hit hard. We're gonna drop 2-5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One goes on. Okay. Mysterio is going to attack. Dust is going to step in front of it. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Doesn't have illusion. All right. Encounter card. Villain schemes for 2 plus nothing. So 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still in it. All right. I think we win. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So Venom's going to, we'll do 2 damage with the multi-gun. Bring him from 7 to 5. And then Venom will finish him off for 2 plus 1 from combat training, and then 2 from his guns. So that's total of 5, bringing him down to 0. So I don't, we technically won, but I don't think it would have made much of a difference at the beginning when I used Richter to deal damage to him, because it was 2 damage, then 1 to get rid of that. I don't think it would have made too much of a difference. Maybe one more turn, because I was, if I couldn't kill him this turn, I would have just thwarted off the main scheme. He would have hit me, and I would have used counterattack to do damage. And plus, I had Angela in my hand and 1x1, so it was a matter of just extra cards. But oh, I also had behind enemy lines. So we got there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you'd like to see me play more videos, please leave a comment down below. And thank you, and have a good day.